Hello, it's Miriam from Blind Forest Tarot, and today I'm doing a video on Mercury's retrograde back into Libra. So Mercury has been retrograding in Scorpio. It's been really intense. And yeah, on October 27th, it's going to slip back into Libra for about a week until it goes direct in Libra on November 3rd, which will represent another shift in energy in another video. But yeah, the decks I'm using to look at this particular week of energy are the Flowers Oracle, Astrological Oracle cards, the Art Nouveau Lenormand, and the Tarot Art Nouveau. Lots of beautiful Libra energy that's great for looking at emotional stuff. So a new technique that I've been incorporating in my client readings is to look at the cards that split the deck to start. And yeah, we begin with number 23, the mice. And we had this in a recent reading as well. So yeah, it's become pretty impossible to ignore what's been eating away at your foundations. There are challenges and conflicts abounding, and that is further indicated by Mars being the next cut card. So yeah, you've been feeling angry, you've been feeling frustrated, and your passion needs a healthier and more creative outlet. And so our next cut card is number 35, White Chestnut. So you're also aware through having your foundations chewed at by anger-inducing situations that it's really time to turn your focus and do more work on doing what you can to get rid of those persistent thoughts that keep you awake at night. And yeah, make it hard to focus on the work you actually want to be doing. So her beautiful white dress recommends, really leaning into those spiritual practices, because as we know, we are in the thick of this weird astrology that's going to finish out the year. And yeah, without a sort of grounding practice of some sort, it's going to be really hard to weather the upcoming astrological waves. But yeah, our final card splitting the deck gives us a clear picture of what it is that has been eating away at us and making us so angry, and it's the Empress reversed. It's feeling like our nurturing efforts, our loving efforts are falling on deaf ears, and intuitively we know that something really has to be changed in order to free up our creative energy. So yeah, just to warn you, this is a pretty intense reading, so if you can't handle the realness, check out now. But yeah, the shadow cards. So we start with number 32, the Moon. And I am fascinated that the card next to that in the shadow card Quattro is Taurus, because we're coming up on the full moon in Taurus on October 31st. That will be within this period of Mercury retrograding back through Libra. That is going to be the hugest full moon ever, in a way. There'll be another video on that as well. So many videos coming to warn you about the energy. But yeah, it's really time to also ground yourself and keep nurturing your trust in your own intuition. And yeah, grounding yourself in the understanding that the cycle that's happening now is very necessary and is moving things towards increased comfort and stability. Wow. And so our next shadow card is number 24, Pine. And this is very much about needing to embrace an energy of forgiveness, especially where it comes to masculine energy. We have a family here. The dad is trying to hold the mom back from sort of interfering with the little son here. So yeah, forgiveness is not necessarily about letting another person off the hook. It's about letting that energy go so that you can feel free to focus on what you actually want to be doing. Pine also reminds me of being able to take a big whiff of really sort of cleansing air. So breathe through what challenges you to close your heart and do what you can to keep breathing and keep that heart open. So our final shadow card, yay, is the Magician, upright. The Magician is associated with Mercury energy. So this is a reminder that Mercury retrograde is not trying to trip you up. It's trying to show you what you need to see so that you can change your mind and shift your patterns. So yeah, if you're being knocked down over and over and over again, it's time to really look at what's been knocking you down and realize that you have all the skills and abilities you need to free yourself and to start channeling your energy in a much more productive, sort of new start style way. Wow. So our main oracle cards, the main reading, woohoo! We start with number 11, the Whip. So you are ready to manifest what you know needs to be cut out. You're listening to what feels like it's been beating you down. It's really interesting that she has poppies as her crown, which are Taurus's power flowers. So yeah, this full moon in Taurus that happens during Mercury's retrograde back through Libra is really going to challenge you to strike out against what has felt so oppressive to you. And yeah, listen to why so much pain is still being caused and see the gateway that's being opened as a result. So our next main oracle card is Scorpio. We're in Scorpio season now, so you are being asked to come into your full intuitive power. Really listen to what your soul is calling you to do, and really, challenging you to rise from the ashes. Recognize that you've been burnt down for a reason, and it's because it's making you that much stronger and that much closer to having your full sort of phoenix moment. Wow. So our next main oracle card is number 19, Larch. And again, we've got all this beautiful purple of the crown chakra. So you have been downloading the steps you need to access your total happiness. And it's, a huge invitation to shove aside everything that is blocking your light and keeping you from really just rocking your personal flow. So into the kind of intensity part of the reading, the main theme of Mercury's brief retrograde back into Libra is the Three of Swords. So there's definitely an emphasis on there being some real heart pain going on, some real painful themes that are forcing you to really get creative with the way that you're thinking about life and the way that you're choosing to access deeper healing. This week of October 27th to November 3rd will really challenge you to rip off an important Band-Aid and allow a really important healing process to flow. So the challenge of Mercury's retrograde back through Libra will be the Five of Pentacles reversed. Choose to believe that you deserve the best. That you don't deserve to feel like everything's going to be taken away from you for whatever reason. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel grounded and in control of what's going on in your life. Now, we go, baby. So, what is inviting you to choose rebalance for yourself in your life? And it's the Nine of Wands reversed. So a lot of our recent readings showed that it felt like there was like some miraculous relationship healing going on and stuff, but that probably involved you sort of relaxing the boundaries that you had set. So this card tells you that you can do that again. You can set those boundaries again. And that could really affect, again, another miraculous shift in the energy surrounding, quite specifically, your relationships. Libra rules the 7th house of relationships. And so that is definitely what's going to be highlighted during this further Mercury retrograde into Libra. But boundaries are so key. And don't blame yourself for having relaxed them and opening up to all this sort of like hope that things could be different this time. But remember that you had to set those boundaries for a reason, because you have made so much progress. And you actually do know what to do to continue to protect that. So it's time to remember that and put that back into action. So our best advice for Mercury's retrograde back into Libra: 2 cards came out of the deck together for this, and the first one was the Three of Cups reversed. So what the first hit I got off that was to remain connected with your friends and the people who you know support you, because they have like better sort of external perspective on your closer relationships that it can be hard to sort of admit to yourself sometimes, especially when you're trying to be really hopeful about things. But more than anything, your best advice is to love yourself. keep your cup full, because yeah, you know how much balance that brings you, and you are ready to stop being knocked down by poopy energy. And so the card that came out with the Three of Cups reversed was the Seven of Wands, the card of standing your ground, of standing strong in your truth, standing strong in your passion, and not letting anybody's opinions about that poke at you or bring you down. Wow. Because you can know that you are on track. You are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and you are mastering your passion, your career. It's taking off for a reason. And yeah, again, you got to set boundaries to protect that. So, the higher self cards. What's our message of hope moving forward through Mercury's retrograde back into Libra? And we start with number 21, the Mountain. You are so up to the challenge being presented to you. You are really ready to close out the past cycle. I love these little chamomiles here. So you can really know that doing what it takes to close out that past cycle will bring in so much healing and so much of the exact energy you need for the journey ahead. So our next higher self card is Pluto. So the energy of death, of transformation, of renewal. I love that we had both Pluto and Scorpio, because Pluto is Scorpio's power planet. But yeah, you are ready to let go in such a huge way, to let go of what you know has been holding you back, and to, again, rise even more strongly and more powerfully into your passions energy. So our next higher self card is number 8, Chicory. And this one has a real emphasis on forgiving like ingratitude surrounding you. So when you feel like people are kind of taking you for granted, we see a mother and a baby. So babies just take and take and take and take. And yeah, they can't give much back besides love. So number 8 is working on seeing from a perspective of unconditional love. I find it interesting that chicory is like a natural sort of coffee substitute. And so realize that, again, look at all this blue here. Speaking your truth will energize you and help you return to that place of love that has felt so particularly challenged lately. So you're ready to embrace what truly matters. And yeah, so many themes in this reading of forgiving the past so that you yourself can feel free to move forward and focus even more intently on the work that you've been doing that's taking you really far. Because our final higher self card is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. You have a plan. It's a good one. And you are saddled up and ready with your map for how you're going to navigate the mountain ahead. Wow. So, the final breakdown of the reading. Oh yeah, it was so interesting that there are no even numbers, at least in the main tarot part of the reading. It's all odd numbers. So if you've been feeling at odds with life, know that you're not alone. But yeah, you're ready to take steps towards bringing in those even numbers, to bring in doing the right thing to regain your balance and further realize that everything is on track. All is right with the world. You're seeing what you need to see. And yeah, those gap numbers add up to 30, which is like Empress energy times 1,000,000. So you're ready to heal your heart. You're ready to keep nurturing. You're ready to communicate what needs to be said to return you to a place of love. And yeah, you're ready to sort of mama bear it through this last period of 2020 and the crazy intense astrology to come. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can check out my Etsy shop. The link will be below. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Those links will also be below. And yeah, until next time, keep your hearts open, keep your eyes on the skies, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.